Peace and blessings to you all. This lady just gonna merge and hit my car. Lady, please don't. But I wanted to come on this morning and tell you all kind of about my journey. And I'll give full detail later, but just for today, I just wanted to say thank you for all the calls, the text messages, the prayers, the inboxes, the outreach of support for my journey, whatever this journey might be. I believe that there is power in our testimony. I've tried God out several times, and I found him to be very effective and very reliable in every circumstance that I face. No matter how great, how small, God has shown himself to be victorious and mighty in everything. And that's just not cliche sayings. You know, when people say, how do you believe in a God you can't see? It's because I tried him. It's because I know him. It's because when I tested him to see if he was real, to see if he could do everything Bishop Walker said he could do, he showed me who he was. He showed me he could do above and beyond that, and he could act in a manner into which man might say 3 days and God said 15 minutes. So I believe in a God that I can't see because I tried him. And I believe that this situation is no different. For those of you that don't know, they found some masses in my breast, and I will go back later and talk about the journey of it all. But this morning I am headed in to have a biopsy on the masses to see what's the next phase in this journey. And so some people have reached out and prayed with me, prayed for me, you know, just positive vibes and thoughts. And I'm grateful, so grateful to you all for all of your many kind words, all of your wonderful, compassionate conversations. Like, some people have shared personal journeys with me that have not hit Facebook. You know, and people wrestle with things every day that they keep personal. Me, you know, I really am an open book. I like to let everybody know what I go through, the good, the bad, the ugly. I mean, if you follow me on social media for years, you know, I've had a couple ups and a couple downs. And I don't mind sharing my story, no matter what that story looks like, because I believe in the power of my testimony. I believe that everything we do has to glorify the kingdom. And how can we give the kingdom glory if people don't see that there's a rough patch and God brought you through? How can we give God credit for saving us, or being an omnipotent individual, an omnipotent being, if we don't offer him a platform? Gandhi's famous quote is, I know that God trusts me with trouble. I just wish he didn't trust me so much. I don't mind that he trusts me. I don't. Who better? Because I don't mind telling my story, my journey, my growth, my maturation, my changes, my falls. You know, social media have you thinking everybody balling out of control, and we all rich, and we don't have problems, and we not struggling, and we not fighting with our spouses, and it's all a lie. They only showcase the good, but how can God be glorified if you don't show something bad? So I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I light my light when I have to light it. So today is no different. When I first felt this mass, because initially I only felt one. I thought, you know, it was just the one small one. It felt like a pea to me. And I woke up in the middle of the night was just laying in the bed. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was wrestling. Like, I was really wrestling. I guess I'm going to tell you now. I ain't got no time. I'm headed on over here. I was really wrestling with it. Like, I couldn't figure out why in the world I couldn't sleep. I had been cuddling, honey. You know, I love me some cuddle. I done got over here and I done laid down, but when I rolled over, I kind of cut myself like I was going to snuggle myself. And that's when I felt it, you know, and it like shocked me. Like it jolted me up out of my sleep so much so that I never went back to sleep. I just laid there thinking, contemplating, praying, wondering, questioning, like everything was racing through my mind. And I kept thinking, God, dang, I just left the OB in May. Wait a minute. Like, we just checked the girls out May. Okay, it's July. What's going on with the girls, you know? So I got up that morning, I got dressed and did the things I normally do, and I went to call the doctor, and they was like, we can see you today, blah, 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 and I was like, okay, great. So I went out to the teacher doctor. My best friend calls it Doc in the Box. So I went to the Doc in the Box, and I said, okay, listen, I woke up in the middle of the night, and this is what I felt, and you know what I'm saying, I need to see what's going on. But mind you, in May, they had already said, okay, Tish, you always here in Florida and you ain't had no mammogram. You need to get that mammogram. And I was like, yeah, I know. Go on and set the appointment up. Go on and get it started. So they set the appointment up, but they set it up and they didn't really call me to let me know when it was until like the day before. And I was like, I can't come tomorrow because you know me, I'm a hustler. I'm out here. I got to work 99 hours a day because I want to be a baller. You know how I go. Y'all know the story. I like to swipe my debit card. So anyway, I went on to work, missed it, and I was like, I'm going to get back, and bam, fast forward to July the 29th, I think that was the day, I missed my mammogram. So I was like, okay, let's get this show on the road. So I fast forward up to getting a new appointment. I get over here, and the people said, you know, they're going to do the mammogram first, and I don't know, fellas, just tell the Lord thank you that you don't have boobs, because a mammogram is the devil. When I tell you they take your boob and lay it on a plate and smash that thing to death, Jesus be offense. Just thank God you don't have boobs. It's for the birds. But anyway, they did the mammogram, and I was thinking they was only going to see something on the left. So I was confident that it was going to be something small, and even if it's cancer, we can grab that out real quick. Mind you, I'm already a cancer survivor. God is good. I battled with it maybe about 8 or 9 years ago, and God proved to be victorious then. Let's be clear, victorious. So much so that I didn't do any of the chemos and all of that. They were able to just go in and cut the cancer out, and life went on as normal. I stayed on watch for several months, and all of that God was victorious about. So I thought to myself, okay, whatever we gotta face, we gotta face it. We gotta battle it. We gotta see. Anyway, a little bit of side note. I initially was concerned because my grandmother had breast cancer. My daddy's mom, my mother's father had prostate cancer. My uncle, who is a twin, just passed away of cancer. And of course, I just said that I am a survivor. So feeling that mass initially, it scared me to death, because you know that's just what the devil wanted to do. He wanted to send me a message to let me know he was still active. I see you, brother. You paid your dues. You still active, but you cannot outdo my God. So, little side note. Back to the story. So they did the ultrasound. Well, they let me get back to the mammogram. They did the mammogram, and she put me back in the waiting room, and I was just waiting, like chilling, and she came back to get me and said, Miss Lindsay, we need to see you again for another side of the mammogram. And I was like, oh, okay. Now immediately in my head I'm thinking, oh yeah, they done seen something, because why would you call me back? So the lady was trying to play it cool, and I get it, because it's her job to keep me calm so I don't wig out in here, right? So So she was like, no, we just want to get good pictures and good images, and we want the doctor to be able to see, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay. You know, so she brought me back. But this time she wasn't focused on the left breast like I thought she should have been, because that's where I felt the mass, on the inside of my left breast. So she focused on the right. And so I just kind of looked like, wait a minute, you know, did you see something? You know me, side-eye, honey, what you over there looking at? She wouldn't tell me. She just kept saying that the doctor would come in and talk to me, blah, blah, blah. So she put me back in the waiting room. I'm waiting, and she said, they'll come get you and do the ultrasound next. I said, okay. I'm waiting. They come get me for the ultrasound. They lay me on the table. They put all that yucky, nasty jelly all over you. Y'all, ladies, y'all know how they do you. Put all that doggone crap on you. They put all the stuff on me. And she started with the left breast. She found the mass that I found. And she got real intense about the right breast. Like, really like scanning, rubbing, swiping, you know. And by this time I looked up, because you know my arm was up here, and I looked up at the screen to see what she was seeing, and there were 3 masses in that breast. One of them to me looked like, we used to call them a $1, a half a dollar, silver dollar, you know, whatever generation you from. It was pretty big. And then the other 2 that was beside it, so it's like 1 big one in the middle and then 2 on the side. So she said, I'm gonna leave you right here because I need to go get the doctor, because I don't know if he wants to see a live image or does he want to see a photograph. So I was waiting on the doctor to come in. The doctor comes in, and he's telling her, click right here, look right here, rub right here, yeah, yeah, yeah. So they going through their thing. And he sits me up, you know, and he said, Miss Lindsley, we got some things we need to look at. He said, we do see 4 masses. He said, I'm sure that they're not cysts, because cysts, you should be able to see through them on the ultrasound. And these I cannot see through. They're solid masses. So we're going to do some further testing to see what we're working with. And he started to explain stuff about procedures and processes, which honestly, I didn't hear a damn thing after he said, and they're masses and I can't see through them. I ain't heard nothing. So, by this time, he said, Miss Lindsay, do you have any questions? And I lost it. I could not hold myself together. I was told all the pieces in this place. And he said, Miss Lindsay, it's okay. Stay calm. Men and women go through this. We don't know what we're dealing with. You know, all the things that they're supposed to say to keep you calm. All the things that they're supposed to say to you to help you feel better so you don't lose your mind. I done made it to my destination safe and sound. Thank you, Jesus. So, anyway, I pulled myself together. I went out to the lobby. I had to wait on the lady to get me an appointment, which is for today now, which is why I'm here at Vanderbilt. And so I got that squared away. I went home, you know, and I chose not to tell Jason. So if y'all see my little child, don't tell my little child, because I don't really know what I'm going to say to him. When I called him, I was going to try to throw it out there in the atmosphere and see how he received it, but he was so excited. He was having such a marvelous day. He was happy about basketball, and I just didn't want to kill his vibe. And I really don't want to kill his vibe if I don't really know what I'm dealing with. So right now, I just prefer he not know. Preserving his peace is very important to me, and I don't want to, you know, do that. Anyway, but I did call his dad, and I just kind of gave him a heads up, like, hey, I don't really know what we got going on, but my nerves is tore up, and we might have some things we might have to make some decisions about later on in life. And you know, we had this really long conversation, and surprisingly, like, My baby daddy is maturing. Let me just go ahead and put in this praise report, because when I tell you he has been in my prayer journal for the last 20 years, child, I've been praying this man on through, and bless God that I can see the maturation happening for him. And you know, he said some very powerful things to me, and I think it shocked him into reality of knowing that, you know, people might not be around forever, so you gotta quit kicking them, you gotta quit talking crazy to them, you gotta quit treating them like crap, like you gotta be a normal human being, Jesus. But anyway, he was very supportive, and I'll come back to that story later. But anyway, so anyway, I'm here for my mammogram, not my mammogram, child, what am I here for? My biopsy starts at 8:30. It's 8 o'clock. I'm going to eat my little sausage and biscuit. I've been doing good. I done lost 22 pounds. Been trying to get my Beyonce on, honey, because I'm trying to look like Beyonce out here. Oh, let me say this. Shit, you got to be careful of what you ask for, right? Because guess what? I was just standing in the mirror saying, oh, I want me some nice boobs. I was going to save my money. Honey, and I saw these boobs that I want. I be following, what's his name? Dr. Miami, Dr. Something. I follow him on Instagram, right? And I be seeing the work he be doing on them ladies. I was just standing in the mirror saying, oh, I'm going to give me some new boobs. And they're going to be perky, pretty boobs. I ain't going to have these old boobs no more. I'm going to give me some new boobs. Be careful what you ask for. So now I'm gonna learn to be happy with these old raggedy granny boobies. These boobies done had a baby, nursed the baby, and these boobies don't work out. Shit. So they is what they is. But anyway, dear Lord, I retract my statement. I don't really have to have new boobies. I kind of like the ones you gave me. So if you could save them, I appreciate it. Amen. Be careful what you ask for, because it might come to pass and not how you think. Anyway, that's the story of my journey. You all have a good day. I appreciate your continued support and prayers, all your calls, words of wisdom, comforts. I'm not by myself. My Aunt Barbara's going to be on her way out here. Because she insisted on coming, honey. And I don't want no whooping, because at 42, I still think my family can whoop my legs. I think it'll happen. So, today, they told me I should be out here for 3 hours. And I drove myself because they assured me that this procedure is, yeah, figure out which, honey, that's bad. You got to take so many pills. You got to figure out which ones do what. I already got enough medicine. I don't need no more medicine. Shit, 42 kicking my ass.